There's a few things about this proposal tonight that I think need to be put on the record, and the first is just to note that residents have been asking for LDC changes and code changes for quite a while, and for big changes, for large cuts to the LDC, for things like slashing out the international building codes, or for things like pre-approved plans. But instead, staff has just brought back housekeeping changes. Now, they say there'll be more code updates down the road, but we've been hearing that for years as well, and it's still just little stuff. Now, part of the justification for this change right now is being given as the need to bring city code into compliance with HB 2447. But that's just kind of funny because staff so far has been completely reluctant to bring city code into compliance with last year's HB 2720. You know, the one that cuts setbacks for ADUs down to 5 feet and other things. That one apparently doesn't need to be implemented, and I know that Kurt thinks the law says something different than it actually says, but in due course the city will get sued, and it will either lose or it will be forced to make a humiliating settlement because of this inconsistent implementation. And that's incidentally also what we have with this here, is an inconsistent implementation, because this proposal is not a full implementation of the provisions of HB 2447. At the very end of your packets, where the bill is included, there is a large chunk of text in the law itself which says that the city may approve a self-certification program for licensed architects and engineers. Where's that? That's not in any of the provisions of the proposal that's being brought forward tonight. Now, of course, staff will say, well, the language of the bill says the city may do this. Yes, that's correct. But we hear from staff in the city all the time how important housing is in this community, how important housing is to them. Surely a city that wanted to encourage housing development would try to speed the process by introducing self-certification. If this commission is genuinely interested in implementing the will of the people, in paying attention to what the public has to say, and of keeping the public interest in mind, the Commission will send the proposal back to staff to bring it back to them with a 2447 compliant proposal that includes room for self-certification.